Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source, my daily drops of wisdom. It's Navigate Astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we are discussing the June 9th eclipse in Gemini. Yes, it is a new moon. Yes, it is very intense, and there is a sense of intuition coming to light. There's also a sense of just real shit moments, like sincerity check moments is what I referred to it as in a previous video, if you saw that. Also, I think this eclipse is going to be bringing in a lot of downloads and information regarding what skill sets, what craft, what ability do we need right now in our own spheres. That's what this eclipse in Gemini is going to be showing us in a very big, bold way. And I think it's going to be coming forward over the next 6 months, and especially the next month. And if you're somebody who is sitting there like already co-creating with the universe and doing your part to kind of bring in new improved energy and changes in your life, then I think you're personally going to see a lot of change in the next like month, because that new moon to the time that it expands into the full moon is going to bring a lot of energetic shifts. Also, y'all, key announcement this Thursday, as in like 2 days from now. Yes, big alert, alert, alert. Free masterclass on the key 3. If you do not yet know how to read the ascendant, sun, and moon sign in your personal birth chart, this is a free 1 hour long, or excuse me, 2 hour long thing that I'm hosting for you on the interwebs. You have to register if you're into that using the link down below. It's super easy. Just follow the instructions in the link. And I'll see you there Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time to 9 p.m. Central. So if you are in the East Coast, East Side in the house, that is going to be, we got to translate time zones, right? That's going to be 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if you are in Oregon time, that is going to be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And if you are in Colorado time, that is going to be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So y'all got to translate your time zones. You know what I mean? So Central this Thursday, 7 to 9, super fun. And you should know how to pull your chart by then if you can. So just like know your birth chart information, your ascendant, sun, and moon. And we are going to rock and roll, baby. I'm going to walk you through the process of interpreting your chart based on the signs and the elements and the modality. It's going to be really fun and really groovy. So I can't wait to see y'all there. Also, if you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe to this channel. I put out content every single day on this platform for like totally free. So it's really beautiful. Actually, if you resonate with my content, you're welcome to join our community and also hit the like button, because the more people who do that, the more people see our content. So thanks a lot to everybody on this channel who always hits the like button. And thanks to you if you're hitting it right now. So yeah, that's what's up. So like I was saying, this eclipse, right? Like, we're just chatting about like the intuitive kind of like forecasts on it today based on the astrology and just like my vibe and like as a soul living in the world and kind of witnessing the energy, right? And what I have to say about it is that with that North Node being there at the new moon eclipse, right? That is so potent and that is so beautiful. And it's so like, it's like a bullseye. It's like all the information that you could possibly need to know about like how you manifest what you need in terms of skills, right? To manifest your dreams and aspirations and what you know you're here like karmically to do and things like that. These are things you see in the chart based on the North Node and the South Node, right? Also, huge awareness point. If you are a student of astrology who wants to learn astrology once and for all for yourself, I also should tell you, whoops, there's an astrology school that I'm enrolling for right now. I am your teacher of astrology school. It's super dope. It starts right around the corner. So if you know that that's something that interests you and you want to get involved in that 6-month long, 26 week long mentorship program of mine, where I teach you everything you need to know about how to read a natal chart through and through. The link to enroll in that is also down below in the description box. Awesome. Now we're on to the rest of the eclipse. So yeah, it's like this North Node new moon is very potent because the North Node, or Rahu, as we know it in Vedic astrology, right, It's all about coming into your dharma, coming into what it is you're meant to accomplish when you're here in this lifetime, and the type of spiritual work that it is, that is necessary in order to accomplish said dharma. That is very much so, everybody, the North Node energy. Now, the North Node is where you're going to evolve the most as a soul, and this is me kind of imposing a bit of evolutionary astrology in here, right? Just so you know where this is situated, because a Vedic interpretation of Rahu is different. And, it is in the Vedic world a symbol of desire and thirst. And yeah, it can represent an imbalance if people are too much in that thirsty energy, you know what I mean? But it is your grind, it is your motivation. And at the end of the day, from an evolutionary astrology perspective, yes, the North Node or Rahu is where you're going to grow the most if you follow that point. And, Western Hellenistic astrology would have you say that like the North Node is just what you're going to see more of over time. Well, my astrology is very holistic. I combine a lot of different forms, and my interpretation of this new moon conjunct the North Node, baby, this is big karmic times. This is big karma times, and this is also big skill times. So if you know that there's like a specific skill set that you need to learn, that you need to know, that you need to tackle, and this can be like anything involving your hands. This can be like anything involving like carpentry or craftsmanship, anything from that level of Gemini energy to the super brain Gemini. Like maybe it's astrology, maybe it's an astrology school where you're like really into your brainy zany kind of thing, or maybe you're learning a social media platform for the first time, Gemini, or maybe you're learning how to collaborate with people for the first time in a way that feels healthy and functional. And maybe, with the Mercury squaring Neptune, you're starting to realize, where has your skill game not been meeting your intuition game, your spiritual game? Neptune, Mercury square Neptune, you see? Because like skill game is Mercury all day, right? And Neptune is the beauty of this earth. Neptune is the beauty of spirit, period, point blank. And the beauty of water, if you want to get specific with it, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get Pacific with it. No, but for real though, like, Mercury square Neptune is asking us at the time of this eclipse, get serious about where does skill and spirit need to jive? Where does spirit need to talk with skill right now? Like there might not be an alignment in your life, and there needs to be. That's one manifestation of this. Another one is be very careful of like people who are like very much so like chameleons in their energy. And I mean that in like not a great way. There's plenty of people who use like a chameleon energy for like better, good, wholehearted kind of like wholesome intentions, right? And that's like cool and funny for the most part. Like, oh yeah, I know them, they're like funny, and I know that they're in the light at the end of the day, and they're not trying to like harm me by manipulating me. What I'm warning you about is not those people. I'm warning you about people who are like trying to take advantage of you, and they're like super slick. So just don't fall for like I hate, like, it's such a bad thing to all used car salesmen, right? But like that vibe, like just make sure you're not like in those types of like spheres right now where energetically you're like engaging with parasites. I'm gonna do another video on parasites, parasitism versus mutualism, so stay tuned because it's like super dope. But it's just like one of those whoa concepts. But yeah, so with a Mercury square Neptune, that's a wrap. And now, we got to touch on the fact that Mercury is a key player in this, everybody, because Mercury is still retrograde, okay, at the time of this eclipse. Don't get it twisted. Mercury is, again, I already said it, square Neptune. But here's another thing. Did you know that Mercury, okay, is going to stay there for this eclipse, but it's going to stop retrograding like June 22nd, I think it is, which is fantabulous, right? And that's going to be awesome. But then once it stops retrograding, there's going to be a forward propelling kind of like energetic like thrust into our new future and our new like what we're supposed to be doing. So I think a lot of us after June 2nd are going to be really like feeling the traction. Like the pedal might have already started to hit the metal, you know what I mean? but it's like after June 22nd, everything starts to just go. Like it's inertia kicks in, momentum is on, it's like full blast ahead. There ain't no stopping this ship. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a sail boat, it's on the journey post June 22nd. So the eclipse energy, therefore, this is why I'm bringing this up, folks. Remember, the eclipse is ruled by Mercury this time around because it's in the sign of Gemini, right? Real shit only. So this is all the more important that Mercury is the planet in question because Mercury is the ruler of the eclipse and Mercury is going forward, you know, June 22nd on. We are in motion. We are in full gear ahead, all gears ahead, motion. So, you know, and there's some astrologers out there who are going to be like, oh my God, it's still in shadow. No, it's not. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's forward moving. You know what I'm saying? Everything has the opportunity, increasingly day after June 22nd, to just like go forward. By like, you know, the 4th of July weekend and after that period of time, I think everybody's going to be feeling like they're just on a new like wavelength in a lot of ways. And that's really exciting. You know, I think it's going to be a really beautiful time of year for us all. And I don't anticipate any negative, you know, things for me personally, just because I keep my energy really high. But for those of us who are maybe around like lower energy beings in our day-to-day lives, just like watch out for those people, you know, and also just like trust your gut. And that's really what it's coming down to is with that Mercury square Neptune, it's really saying you need to trust your inner intuition. And there's something there that might be out of distortion because you're like not processing it. We cannot forget, everybody, this Mars opposite Pluto thing. I told y'all we were intuitive flowing today. I ain't even gonna feel no shame about flowing on over to this point just now in this video. You know what I mean? But like, we cannot ignore that Mars opposite Pluto. And I'm going to make yet another video just about that. I've already made one about it, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to make one that you can check out on the channel. It's like a few days old at this point. Just go to uploads. And I'm also going to make another one specifically for Scorpios because this is y'all's vibe. You know, these are your two ruling planets. So it's kind of a big deal for you, you know. So yeah, there's that. But that's a sincerity check moment where it's like, you know, there's real stuff going on here. What is the real stuff that needs to be looked at, that needs to be addressed? That's Mars opposite Pluto, the two rulers of Scorpio. And they're at 180 degrees from each other. They're in a standoff. They're looking at each other like, hey, what's the real deal here, Jack? You know, what's the real situation? So I would just stay aware and stay alert of the inner truths that are speaking. Okay, everybody, that's my advice to you. Stay aware and stay alert to the inner truths that are speaking and let them be heard. If by nobody else, by yourself. Mercury retrograde is a time for reflection and thoughts and deeper thinking. So take the time to deeply reflect over what truths are making themselves known right now with Mars opposite Pluto. I mean, Mars opposing Pluto is literally a truth check moment. And that's happening internally within us all, as well as in the world around us. So, who baby, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, if you vibe with my content, because we is building tribe. And with that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.